The current president of the Heritage Foundation is Kevin Roberts. He has described a second American Revolution that would remain bloodless if the left allows it. He is trying to rip every single institution we have apart at the expense of American people. All of us, every single one of us. They have privatized so many things from the federal government, and they have created a media ecosystem that pushes people to believe that it is their own fault that they are failing and faltering, when in reality we can see from generational groups that we once had a system that did actually create a middle class. We had a system that created social mobility, but these radicals who do not want liberalism to exist are trying to rip our country to shreds. We're trying to cut federal spending, but we gave ICE an increase that made it the fourth largest military in the entire world. And that's just one arm of our military. Would you prefer that that money goes to American families in need? Would you? I don't know. I would. I would prefer to get a few checks a year, giving us money back so that we can invest in ourselves rather than invest in ripping our country apart, right? The tendency of the Heritage Foundation to try to destroy the Department of Education, the 60 people from the Heritage Foundation now work for Donald J. Trump. Many of them authored portions of Project 2025. Each chapter in Project 2025 has policy directives aimed at making America worse. Worse than ever before, worse for the average citizen, worse for you and for me and our neighbors. Christian nationalism is a threat to the United States. It always has been, by the way. We will always have fundamentalists. We will always have fundamentalists who believe that they're the only rightful heirs to this earth. In every religion, by the way. But somehow we've only demonized certain religions who believe that. We are comfortable with Pete Hegseth saying that he is a Christian nationalist, that he believes that the United States is a white America, and that it should only exist for white people. And white women, when there are only white people in the United States, when everyone else has been driven from the shores, I hope you know you will be the scapegoat, no matter how blonde, no matter how beautiful, no matter how big your lips are. It will fall on you because we need somebody to blame. Someone must be blamed for the problems that were created by the Heritage Foundation, and it will be any white woman who stands up when there are no other people left. I don't know how else to put this other than the fact that the reason why millennials are dying, the reason why we are not as successful as our generations prior to us, is directly linked to the Heritage Foundation. It's directly linked to the Heritage Foundation in every single way. The 60% of policy directives ripped apart social safety networks and programs that allowed for the middle class to grow and to thrive. And I have to tell you, I know why. It was because the 1960s allowed way too many people to participate in politics. I will remind you again, the founder of the Heritage Foundation straight up said, in 1980, In 1980, Paul Weyrich said, "I don't want everyone to vote. As a matter of fact, our leverage in the elections, quite candidly, In 1980, Paul Weyrich, again, he said, "I don't want everyone to vote. As a matter of fact, our leverage in the elections, quite candidly, goes up as the voting populace goes down."